be honest, I don't even think she needed a buff. But we got it, so that's the way it is. So let's get to what's changing. On her 2, which is already a nasty skill, it is going to be dispels 1 buff from all enemies, 85% chance rather than 50% to silence for 1 turn. Grants attack and speed to the caster for 2 turns. The cooldown is now a 3-turn cooldown when it's upgraded all the way, and the damage has been increased 50%. Yeah, that's an overbuff. But if you happen to have a Yufine, congratulations, that's cool. And her 3, this is basically a single target, but it dispels all buffs, and will now, or actually it already had a stun component, but the damage is now increased 50%. Wait, is there a stunning buff? Oh, what's even changing? I don't know. Apparently it's like the same thing, but they put it as it has a change. Well, whatever. Maybe it's just bad documentation. Either way, her ulti's still really good for a single target focus. It's a stun. Dispels all buffs. If they do have buffs on it, hits 50% harder, so it's a pretty stupid move. You can also soul burn it for the extra turn. Her 2's getting even more ridiculous, and this was already a really good skill. Gonna go down to a 3-turn cooldown once upgraded. And her 1 decreased defense, 50%. Dance for 2 turns. Solid for a 1 skill. So she's essentially become really ridiculous. The only thing that really would make her dumber, go ahead and go to it here, was a warrior. So once again, Uber's Tooth, if you're in PvP with her, basically additional damage proportional to caster's attack. Otherwise, if you want some survivability, Stigbird's Scythe, never a bad thing. Extra, I kind of glossed over that there. When caster's health is under 50%, hits harder, as well as absorbing 25 to 50% of the health of damage done. If you happen to be lucky enough to have a Creation and Destruction, actually pretty nasty considering her 2 and her 3. If it works, good luck with that. And then otherwise, if you don't have any of that, Hellcutter. Get that extra crit chance, crit damage. Or attack and crit chance, rather. And then L's Fist, if you don't have any of those. Health decreases, attack and speed increase, because she's buffing her attack and speed, if you don't remember. And now, the way to build this character, it's arguable either way. You can go crit damage crit, or you can go attack crit chance. Whichever one you're feeling at the moment. The reason I'm going with, well, hold on here. I'll get to this. So as far as upgrades go, skill cooldowns, of course, you want to get both of them. Especially for 2, though, in my opinion, because this is just silly. This is going to be just a stupid, silly skill in PvP. Start with that, and then go ahead and roll up her 3. Hopefully by that chance, if you're not using her soul burn on anything else, you can come back to this. And if you got a cooldown reducer, this is going to be 3 turns. You're running her with like Katie's or someone like that. This will be back up. So you just scream the win. That's pretty much it. Gonna be a hard counter to a lot of AoE units if you get her fast enough, which of course PvP you could always consider running her speed. A speed crit or speed immunity, depending on what you got going on with your team. And she is about to become, you are going to see a lot more Yufine in the future. PvP and PvE, just because PvE, she'll be really good against Banshee with her Scream, lots of AoE damage. The finisher move is going to be really effective as well. It's the decreased defense. And in general, you'll probably be seeing a lot more of her as well in places like Automatron Tower, Raid, when World Boss comes, possibly World Boss, and especially Guild Battle. I could see her being utilized a lot more. to counter a lot of the meta water units that seem to be populating everyone's team. So if you got her, start building her, because she's going to be ridiculous. And that is it for me, guys. I will catch you during the next video. Have a great day.